Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine.
What's going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Today we got some more Division 1 gameplay. And this time I wanted to talk about something that has kind of been on my mind more recently and kind of all along with Hockey Ultimate Team. Now, not only with Hockey Ultimate Team, but the rest of the NHL series, being the manual goalie or the aggressive goalie, whatever you want to call it, where you can switch onto your goaltender, just say on a breakaway, and you can kind of play goalie, or basically what everyone does is does like a diving poke check, and it like trips you and the other team gets a puck, and it's really stupid. So I kind of want to break that down real quick. So first of all, I just want to say I absolutely hate it. Now, for a person that absolutely loves to deke and loves to get on breakaways and loves to go for breakaways, it is the most inconvenient thing I have ever seen. It does not add a good thing to the game. Why does someone want to go down the ice and instantly get tripped by a goaltender when you're on a breakaway? It just doesn't make sense, right? Now, if you look at it from the other way, a goalie hitting a player usually doesn't result in a penalty, but if a player touches a goalie, it's automatically a penalty. So how does that get justified there, where no matter what the call is, whether he roughs him, hits him, trips him, punches him in the face, like, goaltenders have it really easy. Now, I'm not talking about playing goaltender as a normal position. I'm talking about like through penalties, and like it just doesn't make sense. Now, with the manual goalie, there's been a lot of times where I've been, on a breakaway and I'm going to get the puck. And this was back to what? NHL 14 or 15. I can't remember which one. But when I first started playing, online NHL, because I always used to play just be a GM, just be a pro, just the offline game modes. But since I started playing online versus and everything, people started switching to their goaltenders and skating out and drawing a penalty. Now, how does that make sense, right? So a player can't hit a goalie without getting a penalty, but how does it make sense? Like, that's like skating a goaltender out for the purpose of hitting someone. And it's the same thing with the aggressive goalie or the manual goalie. The purpose is to stop a breakaway. But they're not just switching to the goaltender to make a save. They're switching to the goaltender for the strict purpose of doing like a diving poke check. I mean, and it does vary. They do like lay on their side or whatever, right? So it's not just the diving poke check. But the point is, if you switch onto your manual goalie on a breakaway, most likely they're going to do two moves. Either one, the diving poke check, or two, they're going to kind of lay down and just kind of, you can't go anywhere, because either one, you run into their stick if you go, to the right or left, I guess, whichever way they dive, or you run into their pads and you can't really do anything about it unless you literally get the most perfect timing in the world to, allow that to go into the net. And more recently in NHL, I've been realizing that not only do people use it for, the diving poke check or the, the laying down, but they use it to draw penalties. And not only do they just try to draw penalties, but it impedes the play to where honestly should be interference almost, because like I said before, if someone's going to run into the goaltender, that's a penalty. But all of a sudden, when the goaltender comes out and gets in, like, that's like going over the red line and going down and causing a fight and not getting a penalty for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with them going down and, running at you basically and attempting to hit you, not going for the puck at all, isn't a penalty. But if you so much as, like slap the goaltender with your stick, like really lightly on a rebound chance, that's going to be like a 5-minute major. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't call penalties on the goaltenders in this game unless you like delay a game the puck and shoot it over the glass. So not only do I think the manual goalie should be gone, but then also, you bring up the argument, which I'm going to play both sides here because you guys know how I feel. I hate the manual goalie. But then you take it out and people say, oh, then you got to fix the goaltender animations, which are absolutely atrocious to begin with. But when they, if you're, okay, let's put it this way. If you're going to have access to be able to play the goaltender in a game, it has to be fair and balanced. It can't just be, the play that just happened where the puck goes around the net, he gets it, and then, you can't really do anything. But then if you take out the free skate part of the goalie, then that eliminates, him rushing out to get the puck. But then it also eliminates the fact that people would use aggressive goalie for the strict purpose of a diving poke check or to skate out and draw a penalty. So that would kind of be balanced there. But if you just had, the goaltender has to stay in the one spot once he gets the puck, it's kind of a little bit unfair because the main purpose of the goalie in that situation is to get the puck and pass it. So now imagine there was a thing where he couldn't go out of a certain zone or something. So you see kind of what do they call it, the trapezoid behind the net. Imagine if that was extended to like the bottom of the circles there and have like a little bit of a crease. How did that puck not go in, first of all? Because it was a blatant chance. But anyway, like if you extend the trapezoid and then connect it to the two bottom circles and then like connected it kind of thing, so there's like a little area that you could only go in, that would make a little bit more sense. But then, what if it's on the outside? You have that argument. But then, like, that's putting the trapezoid behind the net. You can't go in the corners, which doesn't make sense. But, whatever. But I understand they're trying to keep the goalies in the crease. But in NHL 17, if you're any player, you know exactly how to play the goaltender and exactly how to, maneuver him to draw a penalty. Now, if you remember back to, I still don't remember if it was NHL 14 or NHL 15, that all people used to do with the goaltender is skate out and draw penalties. That's all they would do. Then it became into the fact where the manual goal, like ever since manual goalie has been introduced, there's been nothing but problems. Now I understand people love it, aggressive goalie, manual goalie, or you want to skate out, grab the puck. That's great. That's great in real life, but not in a video game. Now there should definitely be more limitations with it, because if you're gonna have it, like I said before, if you're gonna have it and you want to use it correctly, then that's great. But people don't play correctly, right? They're not working around they're not taking the puck and working it around and, getting a good opportunity or, getting a good scoring chance, working it around, actually making an effort. They're going with every single little, like, loser way to score ever, right? That's like camping in Call of Duty. You sit in a corner, people are going to run through there, sit out there with a shotgun, same thing, right? It's a guaranteed kill in Call of Duty, but it's the same thing in hockey, right? If they're going to have the manual goalie, if they're going to have that opportunity, it just doesn't make sense. Now, if they fix the goalie animations or fix the goalie to where you can't do that, or, you can't move once you get the puck, then that, eliminates the fact that people would go out purposely with the goaltender to draw a penalty or to do a diving poke check. But look at this, right? He laid out with his stick, and I already knew he was going to do it because he's been doing it all game long. Sometimes you haven't been able to see it because I cut it. But if he continues to do that, in this case, his manual goalie actually costed him the game. Now, spoiler alert, it's 5-5 with 3 minutes left. However, I'm going to spoil it for you here. I'm going to end up winning this game 8-5. 8-5. Now, in this situation, I just got a nice cross-crease one-timer. But look what happens on this upcoming play. Now, we're going to go in the zone with Vlasic here. And we're going to get stick lifted that, I don't think should have been, or it should have been a penalty, but it wasn't. So whatever. So about a minute left now. And look at what happens. I'm going to end up scoring 2 more goals in this game. That's how stupid this guy plays. Look at this. He costed himself again. Now, he switches to his goalie this entire game and gets punished for it a couple times. But those times that he skates out and tries to draw a penalty or tries to go out and purposely, interfere with the play and not actually go for the puck, that's what needs to be fixed. So if you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. How much do you guys think about the manual goalie, the aggressive goalie, whatever you want to call it, down in the comment section below, and subscribe for more. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.
Jumping off the porch like